So, as the Black Caesar is the first Vice case, the intro cutscene is going to be pretty lengthy.
This is your new partner, Roy
Basically
Earl.
what the game does for every... the first case of each desk is always, like the intro cutscene is always really long.
We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street. Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead
So yeah, we just
Did I ask
gotta
for
sit through this
opinion,
stuff.
detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Beat it.
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history? You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
Guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to Advice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Also, one thing coming up that I find amusing.
Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great.
It's right here. Roy will toss us the keys for the car. Like, hey, you drive, and then we're gonna immediately tell him to drive.
You can drive. Let's rouse some hopheads.
It doesn't take much to amuse me, but that's one of the things that amuses me. Get to the crime scene, skip the cutscene, and run upstairs.
It's up the stairs, detectives. Around the corner, last door on the left.
Come on, done.
Once you get inside, there's gonna be a cutscene to skip, and then just run into the kitchen. Look at the cup on the counter. Grab it, hold up left. Why do I keep messing up left and right, I don't know why. Upright, hold upright to just get the zoom in, and then just press A. And then you can start mashing B immediately, pretty much. Run outside and now it's magically daytime. I'm not sure how that works, but apparently looking at cups of morphine, or cups with morphine strapped to them, is it takes a really long time, so now it's daytime. Here you have 2 options really. You can either fast travel with Roy to Black Caesar, or you can just drive there yourself. I usually like driving, because I'm so good at it, as proven by all that. You will have to exit the car though to trigger this cutscene. But yeah, driving and fast traveling is essentially the same speed, so don't worry about it. Skip this cutscene and then we start chasing Fleetwood Morgan. There is a strat for this chase that saves about 30 seconds. Where you skip the fight at the end. Guess I'm going really fast now, let's see how this goes. Okay, it's fine. Like every time you climb a pipe, if you get too close to the dude, he'll just stop and wait for you to kick you in the face. See, if that happens, you're kinda screwed for this, but it can also be fun. Just make a really sharp right turn here, and after you jump this, just mash A, and then you grab him. If you don't manage to get this, you will have to chase him a little bit further, and you'll climb like up onto another roof, and then you'll get into a fight with him, which takes quite a while, and then you end up back here again. So that's where those 2 routes meet up. Go to the briefcase, look at this thing, whatever it is, like I can't remember what the name for this. Hold bottom right or down right to zoom into this, and just keep mashing A to look at this, and then you just mash B to go back out. And that's all we need. Run back out, and you can just mash X to talk to
We're inquiring about
Morgan.
the deaths of 2 men in an apartment across the street, Fleetwood. We want answers.
Of course. I'll do my best, mister.
For the first question, select lie
You sold the drug to
and
Cornell
the
Tyree
cup
and Tyrone
strapped with
Johnson.
morphine.
I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different?
That's one down.
Flipping burgers and strapping
Assuming you
Jones
haven't
with
picked up
morphine
any
to the bottom
other
of popcorn
evidence.
cups, Fleetwood. Now I want the truth. Who supplies the drugs?
Cat by the name of Armstrong Edwards. All right, he brings the stuff around about once a day.
I know Armstrong. He's a two-bounce, strictly small time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Jermaine Jones.
And for the second question, just the truth.
And resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
Do you run the numbers from here or from the Blue Room?
You ever been to the Blue Room? That's for rich white folks who want to listen to the black man's music if they're scared to be seen in Negro Town.
Here you skip this cutscene, then you turn around and use this phone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
So we're calling in to get the address to Jones Booking Agency,
Phelps.
and that's where we'll be heading next.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jermaine
An alternate route for this would involve going to the
Just a moment.
the numbers operation instead of
The office is
Jones Booking,
5528 Santa Monica Boulevard.
but it's
Thanks, man.
slower and it involves some RNG.
You drive. I need to go over the case note.
Or sorry, I should say randomness,
All right, where to?
not RNG. Because you have to do a you have to play a slot machine and wait for the right combination to pop up.
I'm guessing not much talent comes out of this talent.
Run up through the doors, and then the door you want is on your left here. Run up to this guy and just mash X to talk to him as fast as possible.
Don't bother getting up. Your flunky Fleetwood Morgan just snitched you out.
I wasn't planning to. Now you think you could tell me who the hell you are?
LAPD. We'd like to take a look around.
The hell you will, motherfucker. You carrying a warrant?
No, do we need one? Search the place, Cole.
Once we get control again, run over to the radio
What do you think?
and look at this. What you want to do here is you want to turn the volume, or you want to turn it on, you want to set it to FM, and you want to tune it so that on the red line you're at 270 roughly. Well, no, 275 I guess. So yeah, just flick it once so it lights up, flick it to FM so the red lights up, and then just do the 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So yeah, roughly like 275. After this cutscene, you're gonna get into a fight. So as any other fights, just dodge and punch.
God,
There you go.
I don't believe this.
That was a very quick kill for the first dude. If you're lucky,
Boys ain't got time for this.
so this is pretty terrible. Where this guy just refuses to die.
Sit tight, asshole.
If you're really lucky, you'll your partner Roy will have kicked the other guy's ass by the time you're done with your guy, which is really nice. But it's pretty much random. Once you get a control again after the cutscene, just look at the sticker and then exit back out.
Ramez Removals. They must have taken special care delivering this for you.
Run over and talk to Jermaine Jones.
Bob and Tyree are dead. At a stretch, the DA could have you on felony murder for supply.
This interrogation is another truth
Tyrone and
spam.
Cornell are dead?
They're on a
Pretty
slab
simple.
downtown with the ME examining their last meal. Popcorn washed down with morphine.
You offering me a deal?
I have a pet judge who hates blacks. He'll give you 50 years for your two buddies. Another 30 for stealing from Uncle Sam. You'll be out by the time you're 110. Imagine the changes you'll see.
I get the message. How much is this gonna cost me?
Who supplies the morphine?
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm sure the grand jury will agree. A name, Jermaine.
These guys don't like to use names. I'm only in this because business is slow.
Looks like it's been slow since 1935.
What's the score with Ramez Removals?
I brought a radio from there. That's all.
The small one or the special one with the hidden compartment?
Both. What of it?
Take them all in.
We have a deal, right?
We're after the morphine. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. You have my word.
So we skip the cutscene and run over to this thing. The phone over here.
Phelps
To call in for Ramez removals. The address.
Detective.
I need an address for Ramez Removals. That's Ramez, R-A-M-E-Z.
Just checking. Ramez Removals, corner Sunset and Wilton. Owned by a Jose Victor Ramez.
Thanks.
And then we head there.
Solve that big case.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
Once we get there, we're gonna get into another action sequence. We want to chase that truck, so just do the opposite. Just take a left and drive over here.
K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance in pursuit of narcotics suspect. 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance in pursuit of narcotics suspect.
There we go. There's an skippable cutscene here.
Ramez, you're being arrested on suspicion of supplying illegal drugs, resisting arrest, and for malicious damage to LAPD property.
Hey, hold your horses. I supply furniture, not drugs. And that thing back there, that was an accident. Some furniture came loose. That's all.
Save it for the DA, Chico.
Keep an eye on him. We're gonna take a look around inside.
So once we get inside, we need to head over to that green lamp over there and look at the book. So like a blue book right here. Look at this. And you see where the finger is. This is the default position. What you're going for is Polar Bear Ice Company. So either this line right here, this line right here, this one, or this one. So since you start here, like the closest one would be to go, like you start roughly here. So the shortest one would be to just go down. And press that one, tap that one a little bit, and then we do the furniture maze. It's pretty simple. Take your first left essentially, and then just keep going straight. I'll take this kind of stuff. To the left. And curve around here. And then you can just head. What I do, I just head to the far wall here. And turn around. And just follow the wall. That's what I always do. There are a couple other routes you can use, but this is what I do. At least. And we just climb the ladder and go up to the crane. For the crane, there's a nice little time save. Also, you need to press A to interact with the thing. We're just right here afterwards. Over this thing, the box right here, closest to the door. And once the crane grabs onto this and starts going up again, you can press B, and it'll automatically just be all the way up. So you don't have to sit through that entire animation.
Get down here. There's a cold room in the back. I think we know where the water's coming from.
Run in here, mash A to look at this thing. And then press B to go out. What I like to use my mouse for this again, because I can just hold right click, move the mouse down a little bit, and then just be aiming at this immediately. Shoot 4 times, and then you can look at this stuff again. Hold right to look at the morphine, and then press B to put it back down. It's gonna fade out, and we're gonna get a little cutscene. So for this action sequence, it's gonna be a dude running away, and you can shoot him pretty much immediately if you time it correctly. Like that. So if you time it properly, you can just shoot him pretty much immediately, and it's very, very fast. But it's pretty tight. So if you don't get that, just follow him and shoot him somewhere else.
Can you drive to this one? Do we know where
Skip the
we're going?
cutscene and fast travel to Polar Bear Ice Company, where there's gonna be another shootout. And this one is kind of interesting. If you die 3 times for the first half, you'll just be teleported to, or you'll spawn at the, like, essentially the midway point.
Save it for someone who wants to
And then if you fail 3 more times, you'll end up at the end. But that's very slow, so I'll try to show off optimally what I like to do. I just run here and just pretty much ignore people as much as possible until we get to the first guy with a shotgun around the corner here. This guy. I like to shoot this guy, mash A to pick up his shotgun. And this position right here is where you would spawn normally if you died at all. I like to try to just regain my health and keep the shotgun, and then I shoot my way through the rest of it. So I shoot this guy. This guy also has a shotgun, so he's a really good option for... Yeah, I'm gonna hide for a little bit. Yeah, that guy's a really good option if you want to action skip the last half. Just run up, because you spawn by the door, it's very close. Just get out of cover, run up to this guy and die 3 times. Yeah, I like to just grab the shotgun and shoot a couple dudes. I'm at full health now, so I'm not really in any danger, so you can just run all the way over here. And then you run up these stairs, you get a little cutscene, and then you just shoot the dude immediately. He needs like 1, 2, or 3 shots, so I just shoot him twice usually. And then just run around here and look at the boxes.
This stuff has got to be worth at least 100 grand.
But yeah, as soon as you skip the cutscene, just get ready to shoot him.
My guess is Lenny took it off their hands. This is big. This is gonna make the papers, Phelps. As senior investigator, I'll do the talking.
And there's gonna be one more cutscene. And that's the end of the case.